Get that degree. Whatever it is that you have to do, go ahead and try and get that done before you turn around, you look back, and you regret. Or before you're on top of the mountain, looking down or looking back and saying, I shoulda, woulda, coulda, but I didn't. Hi everybody. I want to talk to you today about the fresh start effect. Now, looking for a new beginning is considered the fresh start effect. Now, have you ever made a New Year's resolution? Now, many take advantage of the beginning of the new year to decide to make a change. You know, people want to make a change to the situations in their lives, whatever it might be. You want to make improvement. Past mistakes and failures are potentially forgotten or erased at this juncture. A fresh start is not always welcomed, but at times it is a necessary adjustment that needs to be made. Now, we can find ourselves stuck in a rut without any forward movement or positive achievement to talk about. Now, some look at the start of a new week, a new month, or a new school semester as a fresh start. And it can be seen as such. You know, you're starting something brand new. Now, humans like to know that they are making progress in their personal life. Losing weight, saving more money, or making more money are seen as positive things that one can accomplish to foster a better lifestyle. Now, I believe that our mental state can be the greatest hindrance that we face in accomplishing this change. Now, some like myself do not really like change, but change can be a good thing. You know, after the breakup of a marriage, it is necessary to make changes. And just like after filing bankruptcy, it is also important to make changes in your spending habits. And bad habits can cause us to be stuck in a cycle of underachieving. You know, if we will just consider changing some of the things that are barriers to us experiencing an improved lifestyle, we will be on our way to realizing our God-given potential and achieving our lifelong dreams. Now, let me give you a passage of scripture from Romans 12, verse 1 through 2. It says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable to God, which is your reasonable service. And do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and the perfect will of God. So we're defeated because of how we think. You know, some live in poverty simply because they're not willing to consider change. You know, people are comfortable doing what they have always done, even if it does not bear any fruit. So even if their life is not changing, they continue to do what they do because it's habitual. It's what they have always done, and they don't want to change it. And they've gotten quite comfortable doing so. You know, so you will hear some say that when they reach a certain age, they're going to do things differently. Age 18, 21, 29, 39, and 49 can be significant ages. It's a threshold to what is considered a milestone, moving from one stage of life to another. For the teenager, becoming an adult is huge because they see themselves as becoming independent or grown, as someone put it. Now, at age 30, some realize that the clock is ticking and maybe it's time to consider making choices about marriage and family. Even financial investments for their future may be considered at that time because they realize they're getting older. Now at 50, one realizes that now they're at half a century. This is a mark that it's seen. If you picture it, right? Look at you at 50, or look at a man at the top of a mountain at 50, and you consider that it took you 50 years to get to the top of that mountain. So you're standing on the top because it took you 50 years to get there, and you're looking down on the other side of life. Now you don't know what the other side holds, but 50, you're at the top of that mountain looking down on the other side. And you don't know if you're going to get down there, how far down you're going to go, but 50 is a milestone. It's half a century, and you're standing up there and you say, I've done half my life. Maybe so. Now I've got the other half to look forward to. Most people don't end up living till 100 years old, but nonetheless, you might be telling yourself, here goes the other half. So the fresh start effect can also be very challenging in the sense that you know there needs to be change. But how to go about it and what changes exactly needs to be made are $1 million question. Those two, you can say, well, they're a $2 million question because they're $1 million question apiece. What needs to be done and how do I do it? There is a saying, there is no fool like an old fool, which is referring to someone who keeps making the same mistakes even after they have gotten older or become an adult. Now, we would expect that adults would have the advantage over adolescents when it comes to applying and using wisdom. However, it is very unfortunate that age is not an indication of wisdom. The older one gets does not always make them wiser. Or even the more gray hairs they get, you say, well, gray hairs is a sign of wisdom, but not really, because they've got some young people that are gray, and I'm telling you, they have no clue as to what's going on. So, if we would take time to consider where we want to be at a certain stage in our life, it might cause us to begin to be proactive and make the necessary adjustments to be right where we want to be when we reach that milestone. Now, stinking thinking and the bad habits will destroy a person's dream every single time. If your mind is not right, if you're not thinking straight, and you're still stuck in bad habits, you're not going to make the changes that you want to make, and you're not going to make the progress that you should make. Now, being lazy will not make you financially independent. If anything, it will cause you to live in lack instead of living in abundance. Now, several other factors that can cause one to be stuck in a mediocre lifestyle is a lack of motivation, drive, and a vision. A motivation says that you will do whatever it takes to accomplish your goal. Drive says that you will not be denied, no matter what comes your way. And the vision says that you know what it will take to get the job done. Now, if you can see it, you can make it happen. But don't think for a moment that it's going to be easy. Okay? I have always been told that nothing good comes easy. And in my life experience, it is true. Now, if you're not happy with the life that you have as it is, then consider a fresh new start. Now, maybe God is calling you and you know it. Then consider what it will take to start that new ministry. If that's a direction that God is calling you into, then begin to plan. How are you going to see it from inception to completion? Now, you might need to tap into friendships to leverage network connections. You know, somebody knows somebody that knows somebody. And that's how it's done most of the time. Okay? So, You do want to start a new business. Okay, so if you want to start a new business, then what will it take to make that happen? Now, maybe you don't like what you do and would like to make more money in the process and be happy at what you're doing. Then consider changing your job. Change your job to a job that pays more and is something that you like doing. Now, maybe you're looking to increase your nest egg. Then consider what needs to be done. Consider investing in stocks, cryptocurrency, mutual funds, or even real estate. Okay? But thinking about it won't make it happen. You've got to make a move. Okay? So it's time to do something. Make a fresh start. Consider setting a goal and going after it. But most importantly, ask God for guidance and direction as you make this new start. For many of us, it is time for a new beginning and a fresh start. Okay? We need to stop doing what we're doing, try something new, because we're not getting anywhere. You're frustrated, going around in circles, year in and year out, you're still stuck in the same place. But you know that you want something different. You know that you want something new. And you know that your desire is not being met and you're not where you want to be. So, make a change. The things that I've told you, consider them. Consider what you're going to do, how you're going to do it. Make the first step. And then before you know it, like I said, set a goal as to where you want to be and work on getting there. Because one thing for sure, every new day, we get one day older. And before you know it, you're going to be at the age where you wish you would have done certain things way before then. And you might say, well, it's too late. So if it's going to school, go to school now. Get that degree. Whatever it is that you have to do, go ahead and try and get that done before you turn around, you look back, and you regret. Or before you're on top of the mountain, looking down or looking back and saying, I shoulda, woulda, coulda, but I didn't. And thanks for your time. I hope that this little talk has inspired you and motivated you to make a move and to get a new start in your life. We just came through the new year and many people are making resolutions. Why not consciously ask yourself, am I where I want to be? And if not, where do I want to be and how do I get there? Please subscribe if you haven't done so already and click the bell icon to not miss any new videos when they are posted. Also, like the video so that YouTube will recommend it to more people. Remember, there's freedom in truth. I am William Nelson Ryan, and I'll see you in my next video. God bless you.